Guys, welcome back to another session of QuantumPOS training. We're going to talk about how to make a sale. This is the advanced version. We assume you've seen the simple one where you really just get in there, select your product, and you make a sale, and that's it. Here we're going to show you some of the other little options in the sales forms. So we start at the main menu, you've logged in, go to sales, enter sales, start shift, we're in. Alright, so for example, now you have the option of saying when you're making a sale, you can actually assign to say, okay, this particular sale is assigned to which consultant. Okay, so maybe we can pick some products here. Let's just pick some basmati rice. Pick 2 of them. Right, I've also set here additional product details. So what additional product details means is, for example, maybe we're selling electricals like furniture, like TVs, like your refrigerators, things like that, things that come with serial numbers and warranties. I can then enter the serial number for a product and say this is the serial, let's say, and then maybe any other details that I may deem fit when I save that. So here it will come and you see the serial here. So when you make the sale and if you print the invoice, it will actually show you with the serial numbers here. It will be there. And this way you can then manage the serials. When someone comes back and says there's a problem with this product and they come with a serial number that's different from the one on the invoice, which you can retrieve, then you know that there's a challenge here. Okay, so this is quite handy for situations like that. Right, so we can then also say maybe we're going to allocate this to consultant Mona Lisa. There are other little things that we can do. For example, we can put this sale on account and we then we can check and specify how many days account is it, a 7-day, maybe it's a 14-day account, and then we can select it here. So these settings don't apply to every retail situation. So in grocery stores, your typical mom and pop, very fast, grocery store, they don't need all this, but sometimes it's necessary to keep these records. The other things on this form that you can do is you can save a quotation for invoicing. Right? If you save it, later on you can come and then click pending invoices and select it. Then there's the option of printing quotations. So the items we've selected here, let me just also add some of the stuff here. You can then print on 80mm receipt paper as a quotation, or you can print on a proper A4 size as a quotation as well. So these are the other options that you have. When it's on account billing, you're not going to put any amount, you just confirm the sale. Okay. Other options that you have here is print delivery note. So if you tick print delivery note, the sale will print, but it will then also print a delivery note as well. This will not have figures, but just the quantity of items. Other people use it as a packing slip, so they can then go and use that to pack the invoice, or you can actually use it as a delivery note, as it's intended for actually, so that when you go to the client and they sign on that delivery note, it doesn't have to have any figures on it. All right. Remember, you can change the payment methods here. Okay. You select the payment method that you want. If you want to change the payment methods here. If you're using multiple payment methods on a sale, it's common in some situations in some countries where someone wants to pay some of the money by card and some of the money by cash. You can come here and select which payment methods they're going to be using. All right, that's it. I think in terms of tricks, I think that's probably, oh yes, then there are situations where you're in a grocery store and there's a long queue, and we find that maybe the product that you're about to sell was not created in the system and the system cannot sell it. All right, we recommend that the supervisor or the admin, the shop owner, should always make sure that all the products are input created in the system. But if they're not, you can go on the barcode and press 1, press enter. So this becomes a general good. We call that a general good. And then here you can then put in whatever price you want for that particular good. And when you do that, you can then sell that item, but it will just appear on your invoice as a general good. There's another item there. Another issue, if you want to delete an item before the sale has been done, you can call it a void. You can come to the far left, click like this, it will highlight the whole line. Then on your keyboard, press delete. You need to delete that line. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. So these are some of the little tidbits, little issues that are there in the system that sometimes people may want to know, but may not always be useful in every situation. It just depends on the situation. Thank you for your time.